perfect landing.
Hey everyone, my name's Hero, and today I'm going to be talking about my personal top 5 favourite scout hats in TF2. This video will be one of my first in a long series of top 5 videos, however, I'll go into more detail about that at the end of the video. Remember, this is all opinion based, so don't get annoyed if a hat isn't on this list that you like a lot yourself, and anyway, let's just begin the list. Now, also, as a bit of a side note quickly, there's a fan going on at the back of my room, you might be able to hear it, I have no idea, but if you can, just try and ignore it. It's hot today, it's like, last time I checked 20 degrees Celsius, and it's a lot for England, so yeah, just bear with me. At number 5, my 5th favourite scout hat is the frickin' sweet ninja hood. This probably seems like an odd choice to start off my list, however it doesn't have much to do with the hat on its own, and more to do with the fact that you can make quite a few different cosmetic combos using it. For example, I made a scout cosmetic loadout from which includes the bolt boy and the thermal tracker. When painted, the colour doesn't change the full hat and rather just bands around the top and the back, which gives the hat an interesting appearance. This hat is also part of a set itself, which is the frickin' sweet ninja hood, the Surly Shinobi, and the red socks. I probably said all of that wrong, but I don't even care. And that gives the scout the appearance of a ninja, however it doesn't really look that nice in stock colours when you're actually in the game. Now, I once paid about £7 to get the frickin' sweet ninja hood and the Surly Shinobi. I probably said that wrong again, I honestly couldn't care less, but just, yeah. And I got that from the Manco store, which is why it cost so much. And I've just liked the look of the hood ever since, even if it was just a complete waste of my money. Now, let's just move on to number 4, because I'm done talking about this one. At number 4, my 4th favourite scout hat is the Hero's Tail. This is a hair cosmetic for the scout, as you may be able to see, and when painted it can come in 2 different pigmentation styles, which you can also see on the wiki. This hat is based off the Witcher series, which is a series I've always wanted to play, and I may have the chance to at some point if I go to my brother's house, as he has a PS4 that he uses with a 4K monitor. I feel as though the main reason this is on my list is because of my desire to play The Witcher, however this is probably the closest I'll ever get to having any gameplay in it, or at least some relation to it. This is a very bright and clean looking hat, which will no doubt be visible on the battlefield to other players. However, that may not be the best idea, as snipers will also be able to see you well through their sights, but of course it's up to you on whether you want to use it or not. Now let's move on to number 3. Finally, I didn't fuck it up. At number 3, my 3rd favourite scout hat is the backwards ball cap. I know, overused and overrated, however, I really like the look of it. When I wear it, I just get the feeling that I'm some cool kid living in Newcastle, going out and doing a drive-by shooting near Central Station every night. I know, cool, right? Seriously though, I genuinely do like the look of this hat, as when it was released it was something new and semi-original, allowing players to go out and be hip on the battlefield, showing others both your skill and your style. Spiky Mikey once had an unusual quality backwards ball cap, which really looked nice. Tell him, Spukake Mukake. As you now know, this is a totally beautiful hat and everyone should get one and treat it with tender love and respect. Now let's turn that love and respect into number 2. At number 2, my 2nd favourite scout hat is the Ye Olde Baker Boy. Now the first thing that may pop into a number of people's heads when they see this is Scotchaw, right? Well, I hope not, because if that's your first thought I may just have to come and kill you very. This hat gives off the appearance of something that may have been worn by children in World War II. I don't know, it just gives me those kind of vibes. And as I was forced to study World War II during the year 6, I'm legally obliged to reference it and have a very strong and loving connection to it. Now I'm not super keen on the look of this hat in stock colours, however once painted it can look incredibly vibrant and attractive, as well as the fact that it can have an unusual effect, which just gives it that much more charm. Now let's move on to number 1. And finally at number 1, my personal favourite scout hat is the Crosscom Express. This hat looks kind of futuristic to me, but at the same time it doesn't look futuristic at all, which is weird and it gives a very nice look in my eyes, and I hope it does in your eyes as well. This hat is paintable, however it's not super noticeable, and besides it gives off a nice look anyway, and with the bulkiness of the hat, the scout just looks like he has a very strong neck, which I like, as if I had one it'd make me feel powerful over everyone else and they would all be inferior. Basically, I'd feel like I'm running a dictatorship. Even if you don't like the overall look of the hat, you have to admit that the eyepiece looks good. This has been my list of my top 5 favourite scout hats. Let me know what you would have in your personal list and what would you want to change about mine in the comment section. Now I promised I'd talk about something at the end of this video, however this was super rushed so I don't think I'll have the time to. I promise I'll try in my next video though, so stay tuned for that.